Level 17. That's what's up. Good morning, NASA baby. Welcome in. Welcome to Talk It Out Tuesday. The importance of repairing connections. I am so political for some reason. Always willing to change my mind. I see. I mean, being flexible is a good way to repair connections. Some people are so rigid in their beliefs on everything. There is no talking it out with them. Or they just listen to be like, but not really hearing you, but not really listening to you. There's a difference. If you ever are talking to me and I just say, yeah, I hear you, that means I hear your words, but that's about it. Yeah, I hear you. It don't mean I'm really feeling it or taking it in. Just a little something for future reference. Looking for some good music. Cognitive dissonance. Yeah, my understanding of cognitive dissonance is more like I have a certain belief, but my actions don't match. That's what I think of as cognitive dissonance. But I guess it also could be like I'm being agreeable even though I don't believe in it. You know, like, yeah, I guess it is a form of cognitive dissonance.
I release. I receive.
No. I mean, I do, but that's not what we're looking for.
If you want to have a job in the next 5 years.
So, yeah, I think it's important to be open and willing for community repair, for connection repair, because so many people are not at all. So many people believe in crash and burn. And oh well, moving on. And in some situations that's important to do, but not all. All right. So this whole segment started because of people saying adoptees are toxic and hurt people and what else? Cult-like, I've heard. Cliquish, I've heard. I'm like, it doesn't have to be like that. It just doesn't have to be like that at all. All right, my moderator's requesting up. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't know. I'm like, the only thing people can do, there's two things people can do about it. People can just talk about it and be like, oh well, or people can take action. And I'm all about direct action. What are we going to do about it? Better phrase than cognitive dissonance. Feel it's out there somewhere. But yeah, it's kind of like, what are we going to do about it? Like, where's the space for healing? What do people do if they don't want to just trash it and the other person is not willing or too afraid or something to talk it out? Then what? Or maybe both people really want to, but they don't know how to move forward. And everybody they go to for advice is like, girl, forget that. You ain't got time for that. I wouldn't even waste my breath. Like, what? It's not cool. So, in an effort to be the change I want to be in the world, I'm providing a space of healing. And I think I'll just keep doing it until people realize, well, no, it would be nice to have a role play. So I'll have to arrange that for next Tuesday. Or not even next Tuesday, maybe later on today at 4. Yeah, that might be a good thing. Yeah, I should just have a role play every Tuesday. So, as an example. And maybe even, I'm getting ideas here. Look at my new notebook. It's not new, but it's new as far as I'm being used for this purpose. NASA Baby said, I've given up looking for productive talks about being adopted except other adoptees. Wow. I mean, I understand it can be exhausting and you got to choose where you want to put your energy. Thank you for getting your daily heart me. You definitely have to choose where you want to put your energy for sure. Yeah. I haven't had too many. I think the most conversations about adoption that I've had with folks that are not adopted probably have been on this live. I don't think I've had so many in real life. I've had some, but not a lot. And I think a part of that reason is because when I was younger, I didn't talk about it. I think I was so filled with shame and embarrassment and just wanting so desperately to be normal, to be regular, to be like everybody else, nothing to see here, that I didn't talk about it. And I think I justified that by telling myself it didn't come up. Well, it didn't come up. I'm not keeping it a secret. It just didn't come up. Same thing about being gay. It didn't come up. Just let people make their assumptions. But the truth of the matter is, it's not going to come up unless I bring it up. Because most people don't say, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Were you adopted? Were you in foster care? No, it would only come up if I bring it up. So depending on who it is and the situation, I may or may not bring it up. Whereas before, I would absolutely not ever bring it up. Never, 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 never bring it up. All right, let me see. What's going on? What's going on? But I think I'm like, what really started this way of thinking for me? I think what really started this way of thinking for me is realizing that every person that I was romantically involved with, when it was done, it was like that bridge was burnt. There was nothing, no friendship, no nothing after. And a lot of people move in the world like that with romantic relationships as well as non-romantic, that if it can't be what I imagined it was supposed to be, then you're unalive to me, type of deal. And I was challenged on that, like how can you go from like so much love and care to like you don't exist to me, like, and witnessing people be like, we didn't work out romantically, but we work better as just friends. I remember the first time I heard that was like a completely new concept. Like, yeah, we don't work out romantically, but we're just friends, and that's okay. I was like, wow, that's cool. That's cool. But I think people get so tied to the idea of this is supposed to be your role, and if you're not that, then you nothing. Go away completely. Instead of being like, well, what type of connection can we have? Maybe we could just be just friends. Maybe we could be more acquaintances. Like, you know, we're friendly when we see each other, but that's about it. And that's okay. Like always negotiating space and distance and being okay with redefining the connection. And I think that could be true for former foster youth and adoptees too. Like to be open to willing to redefining the connection. You know. And then some people just, you realize there is no connection and we just, you know, but that shouldn't be the automatic, I think. I think that should not be the automatic. Oh, still sleepy. All right, cool. That's ready. Exy, superfan Exy, of course, you can come up.
Good morning.
Grand Rising, how you doing?
I am great.
Oh.
Woke up in a good mood, went to bed happy. My Knicks won.
Okay.
So we're moving on.
Wonderful. Okay. Let's get your intro for the new folks in the room.
Sure. My name is Exy. I'm connected to the community. Foster to adoptee with the same family. 50 and she, her.
Okay, cool. That's the baby said. I've got a doctor's appointment today, 20 miles away. I've never been to, so I got to get ready. Yes, get ready for sure. And I hope all goes well and the rest of your day is fantastic. Live your wild and wonderful life, NASA baby. Hopefully we'll see you later on. So yeah, today is Talk It Out Tuesday. And,
okay.
You know, we're just trying to figure out, or at least I'm just trying to figure out how people are feeling about it. Yeah, I don't know. How are you feeling about it? Have you had any movement in your situation?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I haven't reached out. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready yet.
Okay, that's good. Good, honest self-reflection right there.
Yeah. Yeah, like all the scenarios from the past keep, you know, popping back up into my head. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Let's rethink this whole situation.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you got to keep it real with yourself for sure. So yeah, I think connection and relationship repair can be harder when it's family because we have these ideas about what family is supposed to be and how people are supposed to act when they have certain titles and roles within the family. Like, I know my connection with my sister is harder because of what I think a sister is supposed to be and how I think a sister is supposed to do things. I think this is true for all of them, honestly. Well, no, I don't think it's true for my youngest. But I know my older sister has never been what I think an older sister is supposed to be. And at some point, I finally had to realize, yeah, she is my biological sister, but we did not grow up together. We energetically are not compatible, right? And I have to grieve that and move on. It's never going to be what I wish it could be, ever. I can't say ever because I can't predict the future, but it hasn't been so far. And each time I reach out to attempt, my reaching out is not to see what it can be, but to almost force it to be what I want it to be.
I get that.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, my sister is supposed to be able, I should be able to call my sister and ask for advice. And, you know, this is my big sister, so I'm supposed to be able to ask for advice, and I'm supposed to be able to, like, have fun conversations and laugh about stuff, and that has never been the case. Or if it was the case, it was so fleeting. It was brief. Maybe just enough to give me hope, and then it goes to crap again.
Yeah, same situation.
Yeah. So I've decided to let it be unless she reaches out to me. If she reaches out to me and says, Marika, I've missed you. Let's talk about this thing. I sent out, what the heck?
Not giving a fuck is better than revenge. No chains on my soul, no need to pretend. You can keep your lies, your games, your mess. I found my peace, I don't need less. Not giving a fuck, not giving a fuck.
That was weird.
Is your device?
Okay, that was weird. My tablet just completely like kicked me out of the app.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was weird. But anyway, what I was saying is, yeah, I've reached out over and over and got burned. And
Yeah.
I've decided I'm not going to reach out anymore. If she reaches out to me and says, Marika, I've missed you. Let's talk. Let's hang out. I would be open to it. Although I question my sanity in that, because the few times she has been the one to reach out has always led to, and let me ask you for a favor. But even still, I think I would still be open to it, but I would just be kind of on guard at first. Like, okay, what does she really want?
Yeah.
And be prepared to be like, nope, I don't have that. Nope. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she's over that too because of what I've heard from other family members. Most people in my biological family reach out to me when it's like some pet related thing. You know, because I do pet care. And
Yeah.
I used to be like, yes, and the last probably 5, maybe 7, I don't know, years, I've been saying no. Because it's like, you can't like not know my phone number or know that I exist until you have a need. So I've been being like, I'm not going to be nasty with you. I'm not going to be like going off on you or anything. I'm just going to be like, oh, nice to hear from you. No. Nice to hear from you. No, I can't take your dogs in. No, I can't walk your dogs. No, I can't do training for free. No, I can't do, no, I'm not available. And then the call stopped, so.
Yeah. I kind of went through that same situation, but with my adoptive sisters. And like the oldest one, once like when I found my biological family, the relationship with her completely changed. And it's just gotten progressively worse. Well, not worse, it's more silent. Let's say silent, not worse, silent.
Yeah. Which can
You know, there
feel
were times
worse.
I would call her. I would try to call her. She wouldn't call back. I text her. She wouldn't text back. And then I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, like, why am I
I'm not.
begging you?
Yeah, I'm not going to do this. If I'm only going to get a text during the holidays, birthdays, okay, then fine. I'll be cordial the same way. But I'm not going to keep forcing myself to do something that you don't want. And with my younger adoptive sister, it was almost like the same thing. Like, but she would reach out more, but it just got to the point of where she expected me to help her out because her kids are in sports, so they're traveling and everything, and she would need someone to take care of her dogs and to house sit. And it just got to the point of like, no.
Yeah, you can't only
That's
know
it.
my number
Because
again.
I just, before it would be like, but why? But why can't you do it? Because to them, since I'm a stay-at-home mom, it's like you do nothing all day. That's
Oh my
how
God,
they
that
see
is
it.
not true.
Oh, I wish I could just sit around and do nothing all day,
Right.
but
No.
that's not what it is. And and I would tell my husband, I'm like, I'm tired of it. He's like, so just say no.
That's it.
But he's the one that pointed out to me. He was like, you give too many excuses and reasons. A simple yes or no, and that's it.
Yeah.
If it's no,
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah.
But why? Can't do it. That's it.
Yeah.
Just keep it simple, and that's it. And once I started doing that, the calls stopped. No more, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me?
Good. And it still sucks.
And that's it.
Like, it's still like hurt feelings because it's like, oh, that's all it was then. But it's better, It's like, yeah.
Yeah, we have a better relationship. Well, better than my older sister, but it's just like if this is what you want, then that's it.
Yeah.
I did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I did nothing wrong to you.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And in that situation, there's nothing you can do because it takes two people. So it takes two people.
Yes.
She needs to reach out to you and be like, we haven't talked. I've missed you. We used, this is the funny part for mine. She would say, oh, I've done things for you all the time. So in her mind, it was a mutual give and take. And I'd be like, when? And she'd be like, you remember that time I gave you all those shoes? And I'm like, that was one time when I was like 19 or something. Like, are you still bringing that up?
Was it something you asked for, or was it something she chose to do?
It was not something I asked for. She was cleaning out her closet. She was giving a lot of things away to Goodwill, and she gave me the shoes.
So that was her choice.
Even that is like, she wanted to get rid of them. I took them off her hands. It's almost even, it's not like I was like, oh my God, I love those shoes. I have to have those shoes. So,
Okay.
So I'm just kind of like, and please, don't bring that up anymore. That's so many years ago. Whereas if I brought up every little thing, then it would be like current. You know what I mean? Like, and then she's like,
yes.
oh, you're just being tit for tat. I'm like, no, I'm making a strong argument for the fact that you don't know I exist until you have a request. Oh no, you're just being petty.
Yeah.
You're just being petty. No, I'm not. Yeah, so I finally stopped. She finally stopped. And I don't think we've talked for the last, I want to say, 4 years.
Yeah, that's how I feel, like how it's been with my older sister also, my adoptive older sister.
Yeah.
We just don't talk.
Yeah.
That's it. And then and the reason I would always reach out is because my adoptive mother would be like she just drilled this thing into me that I'm happy I finally got out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be like when I left New York to move to Jersey. It's 10 years. It's been 10 years. The beginning of May, that I've been here, and she would tell me, did you call your sisters? Did you call your cousins? Did you do that? I'm like, why do I have to call people? Like, what?
Right. Yeah.
What's going on? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, you have to reach out to them. They called me asking about you. They have my number. They could call me.
They could call me and ask about me.
Yeah. And she's like, but you need to call them. You're the one that left. I'm like, huh? Like, what? Like, I was so confused by that. And she would always, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And she would just always put this thing into my head of like, but you have to reach out. Why is it always me? You know? And still to this day, and I think it's a tactic that my mother uses, like manipulation.
Yeah.
Of like, your sisters were asking about you, you know, have you called them?
No, tell them call me.
Again, exactly. If they're asking about me, call me. They have my phone number.
Yeah.
But like, and I had to tell my mother, like, excuse me, stop doing that.
Yes.
You have to stop doing that, because I'm not doing anything wrong. The same speeches that you're giving me, are you giving it to them? Are you telling them, call your sister? Have you checked up on your sister?
Right.
Like on Mother's Day, she tried that. She was like, you know, why didn't you call your sisters? And I was like, I text them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not what they told me. I said, well, then I don't know. Have another conversation with them. But I don't think I owe you any explanations. Talk to them. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, well, it must have been early, like later on in the day. I said, no, I text them early to get all of it out of the way so I can enjoy my day.
Yeah.
You know? But it's just, I'm just, you know, then it comes in that whole people-pleasing thing.
Yeah, no.
Which I got out of, and I'm so happy that I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is a burden on itself. Like,
yes.
I would always carry that, yes, and I hated it, and it was stressful, and now it's like, no, I don't want to do it, I don't want to go.
Yeah, then you just don't.
I don't want to be uncomfortable, I don't want to be there, the relationships are fake, that's it, no, my sanity is more important at this point.
Yes, at all points, your sanity is more important. But yeah, yes. Absolutely. Yeah, I'd be like, no, ask them, goodbye.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But to me, that's redefining the relationship too, you know, because you're not saying, never call me again in life, I hate you. You're saying, call them, you know, please do call me, but not about this. You know, and I think that's very different from someone who's like, you made me mad, I don't like what you're doing, lose my number, never call me again in life, you know, you're unalive to me. Yeah, but setting a boundary and saying, I do want to talk to you, but not about this, to me is saying, I still value the connection, I'm just setting a boundary. And if you value the connection as well, you'll respect my boundary. Thank you for being the title gifter. I appreciate you. There's a difference. And sadly, some people don't know the difference. There's a huge difference between trashing the connection than saying, I want to be a part of it, but just in this way. Thank you for being the title gifter of the roses. So yeah, and I think that's important to do, to be like, let's redefine this connection. Let's set some boundaries in place, but not necessarily just trash it completely.
Yeah.
And then let the person make their decision. Thank you for being the title gifter of the necklaces. Friendship necklace. Because then after that, the ball's in their court.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's why I kind of stepped away. I'm like, you know what? When my adopted family, they make everything so hard. It's like work, like it's a job. Like
Yeah,
there's nothing genuine about it to me. And that's why I think I just kind of like, all right, whatever happens, happens.
Wow. Oh, NASA Baby's still here. NASA Baby said a couple of things. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, wow. It's been years.
Okay, this is the one that I didn't get to say out. NASA Baby said, I sent out 2 Happy Memorial Day messages yesterday. Both responded. That is awesome. And then one, my DNA half-sister, and one, my adopted family, who shares messages almost daily. That's cool. That's good that you're able to maintain those connections, and they've been responsive to you. And then first time in 10 years. Whew, there's a lot of catching up to do on that. He has a Dominican granny. Is that a part of it? I don't know about Dominican grannies. Maybe. I don't know.
It could be.
Yeah, I don't know. You won't know until you have more conversation to be like, why has it been 10 years since we talked last? And timing is everything. Why now? Why now after 10 years?
Yeah. I haven't spoken to my adoptive brother. I want to say almost about 18 years.
Oh, wow.
17, 18 years.
That is a long time.
Yeah. And it's what he chose. Me and him were super close. His wife, we got along up until a certain point. And she said something so weird to me when I was like a teenager, because he's been with her forever. She was like, she told me, because we're 7 years apart. When I was a teenager, she was like, oh, your brother told me, he was like, I can't believe what a beautiful young lady my sister's growing up to be. She's going to be a heartbreaker one day.
That's nice.
And thinking back to situations with her that we were so close, and it was after she made that comment to me is when she started to change. Because I took it as she's one of those people that it was like, oh, that's his adoptive sister.
Oh.
Maybe he sees her differently, and she got jealous. And as I got older, I just, because at the moment, I think I was like 16, 17 years old when she told me this. And I was like, oh, like my brother, the one he used to always grab me by the back of my neck if we had to go to the grocery store across the street. He was like, come on, or the back of my head, like, move it, just the big brother thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he really does like me.
Right.
And then as I got older, I think she took it the wrong way, because it's like then her whole...
You're like, girl,
her whole attitude towards me...
Nothing like that.
Yes. Like, I was like, oh, God, whatever.
Wow. You like, this is like my brother. We basically grew up together.
Yeah.
Like, please stop. Don't make it gross.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just, she caused problems between me and him, and I remember I said something to him, and I told him we were in a heated argument. When I tell you it was heated,
Right.
it was really bad. And I told him, I am so glad that your blood does not run through my veins.
Ouch.
I'll never forget. I think that's the last thing I said to him.
Dang.
Mm-hmm. It was really bad. Really bad.
Wow.
The last time I saw him was 13 years ago at our dad's funeral. And then she caused more problems. So I was just like, you know what? You stay over there.
And that's
I'll stay on my side of the street.
Right.
And that's it.
That's normally a chance for repair. Because people realize life is too short. And like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Like we spoke. We tried to speak. And he was like, oh, you look good. And, the kids. That was like the first time he had met my son.
Oh.
But then it just all went to ish at that point. So I was like, whatever. Who's meant to be in my life will be there, and whoever's not, God removes them for a reason. And that's it.
Yeah, I'm definitely like, don't go chasing problems. Don't go.
Exactly.
I mean, that's basically how I feel about this older sister. Like, for me to keep calling her and pursuing and doing, like, is me chasing problems. So my number's the same. If anybody wants to reach out to me, I'm not gonna like be rude or whatever. I'll hear them out. I'll listen to them, and that's and stand strong, 10 toes down on my boundaries. Like, oh, nice to hear from you. And no, I don't. I can't loan you money. No, I can't take care of your animals. No, I can't. No. I can't do any of it. So yeah, relationships with family are harder. Relationship with friends are hard enough.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, it doesn't have to be. I think as long as you have strong boundaries, it can actually keep it very easy. Like, I love you, I care about you, but that's where the line is.
I agree. Did you have a nice weekend?
It was pretty good. It was kind of busy.
Okay.
It was kind of busy. I just feel like everybody else was super busy.
I was busy this weekend. Yes, definitely. And I missed last night. I'm sorry. I was watching my Knicks win.
Oh, okay. The Knicks. Is that?
It was crazy
basketball?
here. Yeah, New York Knicks basketball. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people were missing. So I guess Nixie got good news, so that's why Nixie was missing. And
I remember she said she was supposed to find out on last Friday. So everything is back to normal. Normal in this. Well, try not to put everything out there, but
yeah. Everything's good again, I'll say.
Okay.
Because the normal was not good. Her old normal.
Yes.
Back to her new normal.
Yes.
But yeah, so that was good. So she's been making up for lost time, I'm sure. But
that's amazing.
And Joey said he fell asleep.
Joey's been busy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I was in touch with Victoria for a little bit, but I don't, I don't want to bother her because I know she's going through a lot. But she did reach out the other day and gave me a quick update. So
Okay, so do you know what's going on there?
yeah, at this point, it's like it's a hostage situation to me.
It feels like it.
Like, yeah, like how do you try to go above what a ruling that a judge made? I don't get that. And nothing is being enforced. I don't get it.
Because
I don't.
it's in a different jurisdiction now, and that's the issue. That's the issue. Because it's Supreme Court is like rules over the whole United States, I'll say, right? But if you have a court order, say for Oakland, it's not the same court order in your city. So we have this court battle in Oakland, and then you move to New York, and then I follow you to New York, and then we have the same thing over. And then you move somewhere else, and then I follow you there, and then we have the same thing all over. I think that that is a messed up loophole.
Definitely.
That's
terrible.
That is a huge problem.
Is she still there?
Yeah, she's still there. It's kind of like starting all over in this city.
So she hasn't gone back home. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. To be this close.
Let me tell you, that's one strong woman.
Yes, she is. That's what I told her. She's the strongest mama bear I ever met.
My mental would have been done already. I would have lost it.
She has lost it and got it back, and lost it and got it back a few times.
And got it back, yeah. That's true.
A few times. Yeah. So yeah, we just keep the good vibes going out. And I wonder about Michelle too. I hope she's doing okay.
Okay.
I don't know. We haven't heard from her. I feel like she came to the live once or twice, but it was only for this long. Like she came and then she left. So yeah, I don't know. I wonder about the team. I hope everybody's doing good.
Yeah. Life be lifing sometimes.
All the time. Jeez.
Yep. We just got to pray and hope for the best. And, you know, there's a season that, you know, everyone goes through things and we'll get through it.
Yeah. All you can do is just do what you can.
I feel like those are little tests. Test our strength and our faith and stuff. But I just pray everyone's doing well and they get through whatever they're battling or going through.
Yeah. I feel like this
Wait, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was just saying, I feel like this app is a test. Because they're like, just stick it out, just keep coming, just keep showing up.
Yeah.
Just be consistent. Okay, I'm being consistent.
I know. I get it. But I've noticed, I think I've said this before, like, there's other creators I've seen that are going through the same thing.
Right.
Even just passing through. I don't, like, just, even on random, like, people I don't follow, just go, you know, how, you know, the FYP just, you know, there's just different things. And a lot of them you don't see past like maybe 25 people. Some you do. Some you see like they have thousands. And
Yeah.
it's like the most random, weirdest things that you don't think people would want to watch.
Right.
But yeah, but others is like 25 people, 17 people, like very, very small groups. And I'm like, are people leaving this app, or, you know, are they just tired of it or something? Or
I don't know, really. I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. The last time I checked, there's supposed to be like 1.9 billion people on the app. Like active people. Like active users. But I don't know. So yeah, my lives all weekend were like 1.5 hours. And I actually had canceled Saturdays. And
okay.
just because me and Ian needed to spend some time, we need to we had a nice little picnic, at the
That's nice.
at the park. It really was nice, and it was needed. We could just talk, and it was nice. It was a nice, warm, sunny day. We had some good food, so that was good. I was glad that I canceled for that reason.
Good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need that,
Yes.
reconnect with the people that are close to you, because they're always going to be there. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But other than that, the lives have been like an hour and a half. And usually I aim for like 2 to 3 hours, and it has not been 2 or 3 hours.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm surprised like the usuals aren't here, like Christina, Nixie. Well, Nixie again, I get it.
Yeah.
Joey.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah. And Joe has a puppy.
Oh, so she has a newborn at home.
Yes, exactly. So they're doing potty training, and they're in the midst of puppy training. So the one time she did jump off, the one time she was on the live, she was like, "Oh, gotta get the puppy out," because they're working on, teaching it to go potty outside, not in the house. And that's like every 15 minutes you got to take it out. And when it does it outside, you reward.
Yes.
And then, like every 15 to 20 minutes. But, between
I remember
food,
those days.
Yeah. Between taking naps and feeding, that's how it goes.
Yes. Okay.
So let's see.
This tapper thing isn't doing its thing.
It is
I
not?
have to keep adjusting it.
Oh.
But I'm adjusting. Yeah, I have to like keep. I had to like mute my phone because I think that's what it was. All the interruptions I get like from my cameras, it kind of throws it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been kind of slow. It's been kind of slow.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to figure out what other adjustments I can make. I've been trying to just focus on consistency for the next like I don't know, between 30 and 90 days or whatever, just to see. Because sometimes you start making too many changes, then it's like it can be too much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But I get why you're doing it, because everything that you've explained about it, it makes sense. You know,
I'm glad.
like people were attracted in the beginning to a certain style and a certain way you did things, but then it just, after a while, like you said, you can't have the same 5 to 6 people trying to carry the whole thing, because then after a while it's like
people will burn out.
Oh, we already heard this. Yeah, we already heard this story.
Yeah,
we already heard this experience, and
people will burn out.
Yeah.
And I just get bored, and be like you said, been there, done that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. It's real interesting to me, though, when I see there's other live hosts that have the exact same topic every single day, and they don't struggle with numbers.
Yeah.
Exact same topic every single day, and I'm like, I'm impressed. So that makes me think maybe it's not the topic. I don't know.
Well, maybe. Well, adoption is so it's not for the weak.
No.
There's people that already have a set thing of how adoption is.
Yeah.
You have the hallmarkers. Let's call them the hallmarkers.
Yeah.
That are like, oh, but how can you see anything wrong? Like, we saved this child. What would you have wanted them to do? End up in a dumpster or, AB'd? Like we saved their life. Like, this kid is going to live the most, beautiful life with unicorns and rainbows surrounded by them and sparkle dust,
Right. Don't we wish?
And then it's like, and then you have the people who have been through it, the adoptees of no, you have some, I had a good experience. I grew up in a good family. Then you have the ones that went through trauma. And it's so controversial, between so many different beliefs. And maybe people are just they don't want to speak on it, or because they feel like they'll be attacked or something. And I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard to figure out.
It is.
But then explaining what I just said, you would think, okay, there would be a lot more people here. Okay, this is a platform where we could share our voice, and it's not.
Yeah, and people told me that was a real issue. There's no place to really share your experiences because everybody's like, no trauma dumping, and shutting people down. And I see NASA Baby said hotbed issues. Ian said it's the arguing and debating ? I don't know.
I mean, there could be civilized debating,
I haven't seen it.
I'm sorry?
I haven't seen it on here yet. Well, no, that's not true. I have seen some mildly.
I've seen some also.
Okay.
But it's a subject where there's so many strong opinions and beliefs on it. It's but I guess that's with anything, because I've seen some political lives also where they get heated, and I guess it's just, people challenging your beliefs.
Yeah. And
your opinion. So I guess that's going to be in any kind of topic, but that's why I kept coming back into your lives. I was like, oh my God, wow, I could share my story. I could, people could hear what adoption actually is, and other lives I found, no trauma dumping, no trauma Olympics, no. And I'm like, so how are we supposed to have people understand what adoptees are going through?
If you can't,
it was more like a platform for them, for their voice.
Yeah.
Their opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, because I've been in a someone's live where they only wanted their opinion, nobody else's, and people start to complain, but then they're like, oh well, go do your own live then.
I've seen some of those too. Yeah. Or if you've had a better experience, if you had a good experience, compared to that person, oh no, get out of here. Like, you know, that's not how it is. But there are people that have genuinely good experiences. And like I've always said, every adoption story is different. It's not the, you know, and that's what it is. A lot of adoptive parents are like, no, but they're gonna be good. They're great. Like, adoption is good.
Yeah.
And it's not.
No,
You know, there's just
not.
there's just so many different experiences of like I just lost my train of thought. I'm getting back on it. Their thing is, adoption to them is this one little box. They didn't want them. Their parents didn't want them. And so they have no rights to them anymore. And I've seen a lot of that.
Right.
And I'm like, you know, you guys really have to understand that's not just that one situation. There's so many different things. You know?
Yes.
So, but yeah, that's why we need to know our history.
Yes.
We do, because you know, I grew up hating my biological mom, and then you know, once I found it actually changed after I had my daughter. Actually, I kind of my thoughts with her, I was like, okay, let me give her some grace.
Yes.
And then once I found my biological family, it was like, oh, okay, that makes a whole lot of sense as to why she, you know, she did what she did. You know, the thing she chose, it was an escape, and these situations led up to her actions. So I get it. I absolutely get it.
Yeah, that's interesting that like we were taught not to have grace for them, right? Which is why you have to find it later on. Whereas if we would have been taught that from the gate, we would have been more open and receptive. Let me see. Nasa Baby said, possibly adoptees are off most persons' radar, even though word economics been around since Plato's time. Oh, hi, Kristen. Welcome in. Different points of views and situations are great to hear, even if it's not your reality. I agree with that. And that requires someone to have an open mind and an open heart to even be able to hear.
Yeah.
So yeah, today is Talk It Out Tuesday. Just talking about the importance of repairing connections that are worth saving. How do you even know if it's worth saving or not? Or if it's like, well, I've done all I can do. It's time for me to just stop doing things and maybe see if the other person will come towards me or not. So yeah, that's kind of what we've been talking about, as well as, I don't know, life challenges.
I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Did you have like this sort of talk it out with your bio mom?
Yes, several times.
Okay.
Yeah, several times.
Okay.
When I was, so we basically reunited when I was like 16. And we've been, you know, we've had several, like, because the first time that we, you know, I was mad. I was like, where were you? You know, you quit the job after delivery. Motherhood doesn't stop after delivery. And when I was a teenager, I was still in contact with my adoptive parents. And she didn't like that. She didn't understand that. She was just like, these people stole you from me, and now that you're back with me, why are you still talking to them? And
but you were still a minor. You had to.
Well, my older brother and sister were still a minor, and they ran away to be with her. So that didn't compute for her.
Gotcha.
That didn't make sense to her. But yeah, especially when I was like 19, she really was just like, why are you talking to them? She was like, your loyalty is all messed up. Your loyalty is, yeah. And I was like, what do you mean loyalty? You quit parenting after delivery. She's like, I didn't. You were stolen from me. And I didn't understand that at the time. So our attempts at talking it out were mostly just screaming matches. If you can imagine my little self trying to scream at somebody, but yeah.
Yeah.
And she felt disrespected and I felt disrespected, and you know, it always ended in me storming off and, you know, just being super sad, like, why doesn't she understand, you know. But yeah, we've had periods of time where we didn't speak for the longest, and then sooner or later I will go over to see her and try to start again.
And I get that.
Yeah. Let me see. Kristen, oh, I said that already. Nasty Baby said, interestingly enough, William the Conqueror, in spite of being born illegitimately, changed the, I guess more's coming. Hey, Rachel, welcome in. Thank you for tapping the screen. But yeah, we've had it more than once. Just like my older sister, we've had it more than once. You know, where it's like, okay, it's even been times where it's been like, okay, we need to have a family meeting where everybody gets it off their chest and says their piece and try to move forward from there, you know. Do you still have a relationship with your adopted parents? They have passed away. But I did up until they passed away. My adopted mother passed away when I was 28. And my adopted father passed away when I was 33 or 34. I think I was 33.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I'm 51 now, so it's been quite a long while. But if they were alive, I think I probably would have contact with them. I probably would, especially to talk about the book. I know, I feel like I know in my heart that my adopted mom would be pissed off about the book and be very angry about it. And I think my adopted father would be like, oh well, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, well, it's your story to tell.
Exactly. When I was,
you know, you've been silenced enough.
Right. When I was a teenager, I used to keep a journal, like a diary. And I used to write everything. I wish I had it now. I so wish I had it. I used to write about everything that was happening, the abuse, everything. And
oh wow.
Yeah. And when we there was a house fire and the house caught on fire. This is after I started college. I still had this thing. And we had to leave, and the Red Cross put us into a room because the house was, it was burnt down, basically.
Oh, no.
So when the fire department came, they sprayed everything. They soaked everything in the house. And then, people came to clean the house out. Now, they gave us so many days to show up to get what we saw as valuables out before they threw everything in a dumpster. Mm-hmm. So I didn't go because I was going to college and I was working. But I do remember my adopted father saying that one of the moving men said that they found the journal and said, pardon my French, damn, she wrote some fucked up shit about you. And they read it about how he was a perv.
Oh my God.
And how he was disgusting and he was nasty and I was like, well, what did you say? And he was like, nothing. There was nothing he could say because it was all true.
At least he owned up to it, you know?
He always did. He always was supposed to have been praying it away, and It's like all your attempts at praying it away has not helped. So maybe you need to try something else.
Yeah. Exorcism, maybe. Sorry.
Right.
I don't mean to be disrespectful.
It's not. It's not.
You know.
It's not disrespectful.
Yeah.
Nasty Baby said, think Louis Gates took Michael Strahan's family tree to two kings in England. Fascinating. Okay. Rachel said, do you think they would disagree with your reality in the book? No, they would not disagree with it. They were just like family business stays in the family. You know, that whole thing about secrets. But they wouldn't disagree. They would know it's the truth. They would just be angry that I'm like, you know how they say don't air the family's dirty laundry.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I think if I were to write my book, yeah, they would be like, that never happens. Because it's happening now. Things I've brought up, that never happens.
wow, okay.
What are you talking about?
Right.
Mm-hmm. At least they owned up to it. Your adopted family.
Yeah, I mean, talking to me, I don't think they would own up to it publicly, but I think they would just stay silent about it and be like, that's how she remembers it. Oh, well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I would still have especially my adopted mom. I feel like there's so many things I didn't even get to ask her because of things I didn't know.
You didn't know to ask it. I get that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I've said I've learned so much because, you know, it made me think. It literally planted a seed in my brain of like, wait a minute. Like, you know, me being told, oh, you know, your biological father was such a bad person and they stopped coming to see you when I was 9 months old, but then for the adoption hearing, he was there every day fighting for me. He did everything possible. He pulled every family member that he possibly could, you know, to come and get me back. So that makes no sense to me.
Right, you're
you
like,
know?
It's not adding up.
Yeah, and then, oh, you know, he's a bad person. He kidnapped your brothers and sister. I don't know if that's a trigger warning. Maybe trigger warning.
Maybe, yeah.
But you don't do, in my eyes, the way that I think, the way my brain works is you don't kidnap your own children.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
My sister's adopted.
Yeah, it's like, I can't fool you anymore, so now you're blocked. You don't believe my story? You're blocked. You're like, nope, I'm not buying it. So yeah, you know, I just keep on keeping on.
That's all you can do sometimes.
Yeah. Someone's requesting who this is. Rachel, let me check your stats real quick, Rachel, because we do want to hear from you. Okay, awesome. Rachel has 2 comments, 0 shares, but 2.1K taps. That is quality engagement. I'm like, if you don't have the shares, double your taps. Awesome. Hey, Rachel, how's it going?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
It's going all right.
Good. Let's get your intro.
Okay, my name is Rachel. I am 30. I am a former foster youth and current guardian ad litem, and my sister was adopted out of our family.
All right.
Just something that you had said just kind of clicked for me of the difference between the like stories that come from your adoptive parents versus like biological parents.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister's adoptive mom had been for probably about 3 or 4 years calling me to complain about my sister, to basically explain like, your sister's out of control, like you need to step in and, you know, take control and help your niece and things like that. And I was getting really frustrated because she's an adult and that's not my responsibility to jump in and save her every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I call her my Aunt Kelly, just out of, that's the way the cookies crumbled. And she, on the phone, said to me, because my sister has a daughter, she said, I will not raise someone else's child again.
Oh.
And
you're like, oh, I thought this was your child. No.
Exactly. And that completely just, I had tried for so many years to be respectful because that's just the way the family had to be. If we wanted to see Maria, we had to be respectful to her mom.
Right.
But her saying that just sent me into a whirlwind of, whoa, like, raising somebody else's child, either you become an adoptive parent and you take on everything that comes with being a parent, or you don't. Like, what do you mean you're raising somebody else's child like that? Oh, it just got me so heated.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, oh, you're finally being honest.
Exactly. Like, oh, she fought so hard to take her out of our family to be her own child, but now that she's not behaving in the way she wants her to, it's not her kid anymore. It's like,
right,
disgusting. And I had nowhere else to share that but here, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I ask Rachel a question?
For sure.
So does she have any of her own biological children?
No, she does not.
Okay, because I was just thinking, like, you know, I'm a biological mother, you know, of 2, and I could never say that about my kids. If they misbehave or do something, I could never be like, oh my God, I just wish I never had that. I mean, I know there's people that do say things like that, but I mean, for an adoptive mom to be like, I will never raise, this was your choice, lady, you know?
Yeah.
That part.
This was your choice, you know? And would you say that about your biological kids? Like, it's just diabolical to me how these statements are made. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
It's also kind of crazy because she adopted another child, so my sister has an adoptive brother, and she never treats him like that. It's like she just realizes that she's still connected with her bio family, and I think that she doesn't like that kind of interference.
But she doesn't like that interference, but yet she wants to call you and use it to her advantage when she wants it to.
Thank you. Exactly. It's like, pick a side, lady. It's so frustrating.
The side is, it works when it's convenient for me.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you for understanding my frustration with that.
Yes, completely. Like, what the heck? Wow. People are something else. That's all I could say. People are something else.
Another thing that she would do is she refused to let my mom be called mom by my sister growing up, because she adopted her, and so my sister basically always called our mom Aunt Patricia. And so she would never allow her to be mom because she was mom, until she gets mad, and then she'll be like, you act just like your mother. And it's like, again, pick a side.
I grew up with something like that too. Like,
Wild.
I wasn't ever allowed to even mention my bio mom, but my adopted mom could mention her when she was mad at me and be like, I think even in that situation, she wouldn't say mother. She would be like you're acting just like her, you know what I mean? But never would say your mom, because she's like, that's me.
Yeah. And what a hurtful thing to do. Like, I've never adopted a child, but having gone through the system and, like, having a passion for foster care, I just can't imagine even pretending to say those words to a child. And these people are just throwing it around.
Yeah. Like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exie said, I grew up hearing that also. Yeah, it's like they want to act like your bio mom doesn't exist until they're mad, and then they remember she exists. Holy cow! Welcome in. Yeah.
That would upset me because I had so many questions growing up about who my biological family was, but yet you didn't know anything. But as I got older, you're telling me, "Oh, you're weak just like her,"
Oh.
and it got to the point that I was like, because I'm a good-hearted person.
Yeah.
I'm just a very empathetic person, and for some reason they didn't like that, and I would always hear, "Oh, you're weak just like her." And I think this was she mentioned the last time she said it to me. I had already had my daughter. My daughter was about maybe 2 years old, and I told her, I said, if you don't know her, don't speak of her. And of course, I'm gonna carry qualities of her because that's my mother. And
ouch.
I think that's the first time I ever said anything like that to her. But it becomes so frustrating because you're trying to use it as an insult.
Right.
You know, don't do that. Oh, I know nothing. I know nothing. I don't know anything. The agency didn't tell me anything. I don't have paperwork. I don't have this. I don't have that. But yet you're going to throw around, oh, you're just like her.
That sounds like you knew something.
Yep. That's terrible.
Yeah, I think so. And I think what's so interesting is I feel like adoptees and even foster youth are like forced to navigate these really difficult and often toxic, troubling connections. It seemed like we're the experts, right? But then for some reason it doesn't come across that way, you know? Like somehow in dealing with each other, it doesn't work out that way. I don't know. Tell me if I'm making any type of sense here.
I think that makes sense. Yeah. I also feel like sometimes it's hard for people on the outside to relate to experiences because everything is based on movies or what they think they would do in that situation. And it's never as black and white as it looks on a movie.
True. Yeah. I agree with that 100%. Hallmark syndrome is on purpose.
I had a experience where one of the couples that had me as a child, I re-met as an adult, and I was really young when I was with them, so I have very few memories. But they showed me a picture that they had with me, and they explained, they were like, we wanted to keep you so bad. Like, we loved you when we wanted to keep you, but you weren't ours to keep. And as a kid, it was such a interesting experience because there was that loss almost of wishing that I could have been raised by them, and like I would have missed out on a lot of the trauma that came with staying with my biological mom. But then on the other side of it, I can imagine being my age now and looking back on it and being like, how could you take me from my biological family? Like, I wasn't yours to keep. So as much as I do think that families should stay together, there is still that loss of like what could have been, what could I have achieved in a different environment, things like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I wonder about that all the time. Like, you know, what if I was allowed to be raised with my bio mom? Like, I don't know. I feel like I would still be me, but I wonder how the other folks around me would have been different. I don't know. It's a lot of what ifs. I could write a whole series of books on what if, which I might.
Absolutely.
Which I really
I know.
might do.
A word that I'm sure you guys also get a lot is people will hear like a part of your story and be like, you're so resilient. It's like, well, you don't really have a choice. You just kind of have to get through it. It's like, would I still be this resilient person if I had been in the opposite scenario, if I had been adopted out versus staying with my bio mom? Like,
I think
I don't know.
I think yes. We just would have been. It just would have been said about other things, you know.
Yeah.
It's almost like when I did a live. This was it's been a long time that I've done a live about my adoption story, and one of the questions someone asked me, I think it was you, Marika, was would I knowing what I so there was some abuse with my adoptive family. It wasn't from my adoptive parents, but then my biological brother and sister grew up with our grandparents, and there were some issues there also. And I was asked, would you still wanna, knowing the abuse on both sides, where would I have wanted to be? And I think I was, it's like I would have stayed with my biological family, because that's my biological family. If I just made any type of sense, I think I confused myself, but
no,
it's like if there's abuse on both sides, like where would you have rather stayed? I would have wanted to be with my biological family, at least then with them, and that would have knocked down one less,
set of trauma
stress I had in my life. Like trauma. So it's like, why do these things happen? It's nothing's perfect. They play out this Hallmark scenario, but it never ends up that way. It doesn't.
That definitely makes me think too. People have asked me, because out of 7, 2 stayed with my bio mom, 2, and they went through a lot of things with her, as far as like being in a homeless shelter and a DV shelter, and surviving the DV relationship she was in. They went through a lot of, they've had a lot of trauma too. Not because of her and the choices she made as far as who to date and where to live. But people are asking me, like, the same question, would you have preferred? And I just wondered, like, it probably would have been different, because I feel like if the system did what the system needed to do for us to stay together, as far as like got her counseling, got her a parenting class, got her babysitting, free or low cost daycare, things would have played out differently. And we don't know for sure. Maybe she wouldn't have been in those domestic violence relationships. Maybe she wouldn't have done the things that she did after having a emotional breakdown over losing her kids, and spiraling out of control. Like, I don't know, it would have been different. So maybe nobody would have had to go through those things. That's a big what if. All because help was actually offered and received. Because I imagine if she would have started therapy then, when I was born, maybe by the time I'm 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, whatever, she's choosing different types of partners. Maybe she's learning budgeting and how to, like, I don't know. It would have been different. I don't think I should have stayed with my mom, but I think I should have stayed together with sisters. Yes. Yeah, that's why sibling bill of rights is a big deal. You know, to separate siblings is, yeah. And that's why I'm glad a lot of states have sibling bill of rights, and the states that don't have an actual sibling bill of rights have sibling protections. So, but look how long it took for people to realize that's important. Like,
Civil Bill of Rights. One thing that has recently come up for me is, like I said, I'm 30. I'm not married. And so, if something happens to me, it's going to have to go through my family on, next steps, things like that. And, like my mom is no longer living, so I guess it would go to my siblings. And because my sister was adopted out of the family, it would go to just my one sister to make that decision.
that's right.
And as much as I love my one sister, it's wild to me that because some adult 20 years ago decided that they wanted to put her name down on a piece of paper, my other sister doesn't get a say at all in anything that would happen to me in my health and well-being.
Right.
But my other sister does because she got to stay with me. Like, that's why Sibling Bill of Rights should have stepped in again.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, oops. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I heard it too. I was like, wait, what's going on? It was coming from my laptop. I had to,
Oh, okay.
I had
It was
to
like
mute
she
that.
said everything she said.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
to mute it.
I get that, Rachel. Just to chime in quick, so my biological I don't know, I think you've heard my story before that I've been I found my biological family 11 years ago. So right now we have a house in Puerto Rico, or they have a house in Puerto Rico. It was a house that my grandfather built, and when he passed away, he left it in the will for the grandchildren. But since I was adopted, I have no say or anything to that. And to me, it's not about money. I could care less. I didn't come into this looking for anything, but just the thing of like, no, because of, like you said, someone signed a piece of paper to remove me from my biological family. The government does not recognize me as a part of the family, which, it's a little hurtful. Like, oh, okay, like I hear my sister talk about this. She's like, me and your brothers, like, we have this, and that. And I'm like, oh, okay, like I can't really say much and stuff, but except, oh, but you're, forget what the law says, you are our blood and everything. But it's still like, wow, like the government does not recognize my blood as my family. It's just so crazy. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
And even now, as we're adults, it's still like, nope. You still have no control over your life, basically. You have no say.
Yeah. Welcome in, A-Train Sister Wanky. Thank you so much for being the title gifter of the perfume. I appreciate you. Yeah. But, I don't know. I think I just want to really continue to really put it out there. This is a healing space. If you have a connection that you want to heal, this is the space for it. I have a very effective format of doing that. And yeah, maybe for the 4 o'clock I'll be able to get an example so people can see how it goes. Because I'm pretty sure if you've never seen it before, it can be like scary or something, or just anxiety provoking. So that's kind of the goal for me. Let's see. We have been on for, an hour and 32 minutes. All right. Let me just give the stats of the room because, hey, why not? Yes, it's truly wild. It's not even, about the money. It's about the connection. Yes. And that's what I'm always talking about, repairing connections. But yeah, I went through the similar thing that, my grandmother, she left certain things to her grandchildren and I was not considered a grandchild. And I think my siblings could have been like, it's basically like legally they don't have to, but to me, they could have if they wanted to. Be like, you know what? We're all gonna put this little chunk aside for Marika. But because they didn't have to, they didn't. And I'm like, dang, I would have. All right, stats of the room. 27.3K taps, 243 and growing. Thank you, Wanky. Shares. 6 people in the room, which is fantastic. We have been live for an hour and 33 minutes. We've had 96 viewers, 0 new followers, 5 gifters. This live has made $2.96. That is what we call full transparency. And if there are 5 people in the room that can disconnect and reconnect, so we can meet that quota of 5 followers per live, that would be awesome. It won't hurt your stats. It won't hurt your level in the room at all if you disconnect and reconnect. So yeah. Let me see. As of now, we have, 0 new followers. So it'll be like you're brand new. Hey, Ian, welcome in. If you can disconnect and reconnect, that would be awesome. You know how some people say don't love me and then love me again. Oh. Oh, who's this? Ah. All right, let's see. All right, we got 2 new followers. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We just need 3 more. So what do people have planned for the rest of the day? Today is Tuesday. It's Terrific Tuesday. I plan on attempting to make it terrific. I think it started off pretty terrific.
I'm gonna stay here. My daughter invited herself to dinner today because she thought I was making some ribs. So she's like, I'll be there after work. I was like, okay.
Right.
I don't mind. I don't care. She always knows welcome here. Yeah. Oh, I just remembered because I'm so off because of the holidays. So I spoke to my biological brother and sister, and I told you we always, even though he's incarcerated, we try to have a group chat with the three of us.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow he has a parole hearing.
Oh,
And we're
okay.
hoping for the best.
Okay.
Because he's in Puerto Rico, so they have it's very different from how it is here.
Yeah.
He'll basically go to like a halfway house.
Uh-huh.
It's a Christian halfway house because my brother has like dedicated his life to God. Like he's really trying to change his ways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you know, they help him get back on his feet, find a job, things like that. Get him food stamps. Try to basically teach him how to live in society now. My brother's 52. He's been incarcerated since he was 19. So it's going to be a huge shock to him.
Yes,
a huge
everything's
shock.
new and different. Oh my goodness.
Yes. So we're just hoping for the best. And if everything goes well, my visit in July to Puerto Rico to see him will be completely different. So I'm just hoping and praying. And, you know, I ask you guys to do the same. Whatever faith you have, I don't care. Or all prayers are welcome.
Yes.
So, yeah. So just hoping for the best. And we find out tomorrow. So.
Okay, yeah. Fingers
crossed
and prayers going up. Yeah. Yeah, I used to work at
I
used to work at a federal halfway house in San Francisco. And yeah, some of those guys and girls, really, there were women too. It was co-ed. But after being locked down for so long, and it's like everything is so fast moving, fast paced, and computers now, and just culture shock, really.
Yeah.
Rachel said, I hope to be productive at work today and eat all my meals to fuel my body and brain. Yes, I hope that for you as well. Because you deserve it.
That's awesome. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh. So yeah, I guess we can end it here because it's been over an hour and a half. That's what I'm saying. It's been an hour and a half because, you know, the lives have been small, you know, intimate, which is good sometimes, you know. It's cool. Without getting bitten. Huh? Oh wait, I missed something that you said, Ian. I know there's something before without getting bitten. Let me see. Did we make our follow quota? Okay, just two more people to unfollow and follow again. Ooh, I just straight up said it, didn't I?
I've heard it before. I don't think you could get a violation for that.
Thanks. Just two more people. Let me see. We got 5 people in the room. Oh, my own self. What the heck?
Does it count if we do it twice?
No, it only counts once. But I know I can.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. I know I can do it too. But I appreciate that you're willing. My internet is being weird. I hate when that happens. Let me see what's the deal here. Wi-Fi. Let me just switch over to here, maybe. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, no. Okay. Ah, now I'm in there. Yeah, I saw that already. Yes, we are back in the D League. Yeah. Yeah, I think everyone has done it. We're just literally one away. We just need, oh wait, I know. I wonder, EM, can you log in as Marika Esther 1? You know, every Sunday I go to my what do you call that? My agency meetings and learn all about the app and all the things to be successful on the app. Hey, thank you so much. Everybody follow Marika Esther 1. It's our couples page. Hi, Rennie, welcome in. But yeah, that's where I learned everything about how to be successful, how to move forward, how to advance, you know, if that's what you want to do. Some people aren't interested in that. Some people just want to be entertained or listen to jokes or whatever, you know, or singing, dancing. But some people really do want to advance and move forward in this. All right, we're still at 4. Hopefully soon we'll be at 5. Huh. Let me see. I thought I saw. Thank you for getting your daily heart me. Yay. Okay. So maybe I always be like, maybe I'll make a video about that. Thank you so much for the flowers. We just need one more unfollow and follow again. No, I just said you gave a daily heart me. That's it. Okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I thought that would have done it because it's still saying 4. Thank you so much for the populars. Yeah, it's not showing. It's not showing up. Because it says the last one is motivator follow the host. All right, well. Hey, Rach, welcome in. It's me snitches. Oh. Please do give a follow, Rach, and get your daily heart me. It's me, Exy. Oh. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize that, Exy. Thank you. That's what's up. Thank you for tapping the screen, Rach. Don't forget to follow. It's so funny because Sunday I found out the rules have changed against. There used to be this no begging rule. You can't ask people to follow. You can't ask people to tap the screen. Thank you for getting your daily heart me. I did a while back. Oh yeah, the daily heart me is a daily situation. Every day they want you to get your daily heart me to say that you are still, well, they say a fan. Oh yeah, right. And they have this requirement that we're supposed to have 5 followers every live, which a lot of people have been like unfollowing and then following again to meet that quota. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I've been like trying to get that 5. We're at 4. Yeah. Yeah, the app and all their quotas and numbers, and it's something. Done. Thank you. I see you didn't get your daily heart me though. Yes. Woohoo! Thank you so much, Rach. I just want to thank you so much for everybody who disconnected and reconnected. Well, we were so today is Talk It Out Tuesday, talking about the importance of repairing connections and friendships and relationships instead of just trashing them and treating people as discardable, and how to know the difference. You know, some connections are best left. Maybe sometimes there's no returning, there's no return, there's no getting back. But a lot of times people don't even consider maybe we need to redefine this connection, or yeah, just do it a different way. Thank you so much for sharing the live. So that's what we were talking about today. We have been live for almost 2 hours. So in 10 minutes, we'll definitely shut it down. That'll be the 2-hour mark. So we can do it all over again at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Depending on how the workday goes, of course. But I think I'm on target for being able to start the 4 o'clock on time. Thank you so much, Marika Esther 1, for sharing out the live. So just a quick stats of the room. We have 30.6K taps, 340 shares, 4 people in the room. Yes, we are back in the D League. Thank you so much for the populars. Oh my God, D League with the 20%. Let me see. I could do something. Let me see what I can do. Just to kind of bring us back to the C. I like the C League, you know? Oh, is that a ram? Oh, snaps. Let's see. It is. I hope Exie sees that. That was cute. That was real cute. Wow. We're in a D1 in the top 20%. I know. Wasn't that cute? It's Aries. Yes. Oh, thank you for the level up cake. Yum, yum, yum. You know I got a sweet tooth. Maybe I need to start affirming I used to have a sweet tooth and I don't anymore. Fake it till you make it. That's what they be saying. I used to have a sweet tooth. Like yesterday. I think I can claim that because I haven't eaten anything yet. So as of now, my palate is clean, my diet is clean. As of now. Gotta be taking this thing minute by minute. So yeah, this live is going to be ending soon because we have been on for almost 2 hours. My goal is always between 2 and 3 hours. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you for getting the title gifter of the finger snaps. Hey. Appreciate it. It's me, snitches. Oh, wow. I like it. I like it. So yeah, I hope everybody has a great rest of the day. I hope the sun comes out over here. I guess every morning it looks a little gloomy like this, and then it warms up. Usually by the time my first walk is over, we got some sunshine going. All right. Yeah? Whoa, thank you for getting the title gifter of the yeehaw. Oh, thank you so much for the cake. You know used to have a sweet tooth. I'm just going to keep saying that. I had a sweet tooth. That's a lot of cake. You trying to make me gain weight? You trying to make me plump? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Big time. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the kiss. Thank you for getting the title gifter of the kissy face. Thank you so much. Lit up hearts. That's what they're calling it. I like kissy face because it gives a kiss on the face. Yay. Appreciate it. I'm going to keep on keeping on as long as I can. Like, for real. And I know it goes in waves, they say. You know, it goes in waves. There's going to be high moments, low moments. High moments, low moments. And the point is, it's just a moment. Moments are all constantly just passing. Moments. And that's okay. As long as it's a good time, you know? Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you for getting the title gifter of the hand hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. 10%. Hold on. We're in a D1 in the top 10%. Let me see here. This is exciting. Because I think we could possibly get our C League back, like right now. Hold on, let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. Wait. Let me try to do some math here. Oh, that's why. Okay, nope. All right, let's try something else. Oh. All right. Good morning, Meg. Thank you for getting your daily heart me. I appreciate you. We are literally like in the last 5 minutes of this live, trying to see if we can get our league back. Whoa, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, yes, yes. Let me see. Ooh, I could do this one. Forever Rosa. Oh, I could do this one too. What does that say? I don't know what that says. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Star map. Let's try that. I saw that one was 4. So what is going on? Thank you so much for the populars. That's okay, so long as I get some tapping in daily heart. Yes, I agree with that sentiment. I'm just scrolling through to see what's 400. This one's $3.99. That's something. Ah, that's cute. Thank you for the level up gift. Level 11. Loving it. Sweet. Thank you so much for tapping the screen, Meg. I appreciate you big time. Oh, thanks. My sweater is rocking? Thank you. It is a favorite. It is a favorite. All right, 85. Thank you. I have another one that has a pit bull on the front, and it's white, and I love it. But if I wear white, then people can't read the comments. So, and even if I have a shirt that's too busy with too much print, people can't read the comments. All right, let me see what else we got. Maybe this will be better. No. I think the rule is every 3 taps is like 1 coin. So that's why the taps are so important too. So it says D1 top 10%. Oh my gosh. Let me see. There's supposed to be a way for me to be able to see fragments and all things like that. Oh God, no. All right, no commercials. All right, well. Print. So not what I'm trying to do. Okay. Let me look here. Oh, gift gallery all lit. I love that. Yay, our community has. Huh. I don't know what this is. Tier 5. What? Oh my goodness. All these little games and things. Hey, Mrs. Keys. Miss Keys, A-Train sister. Nice to see you. Welcome in. Don't forget your daily heart meet. Tap that screen. We only have a few minutes left of this live. I'm in a D1, top 10%. The next step up from there is a C5, which we were in a couple of days ago, and then drop back down to a D1. So, I was kind of hoping that was going to happen before I logged off right now, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So, fingers crossed we'll be able to be back in the C League at 4 o'clock. All right, so let me see. All right, let's do the stats of the room. The stats of the room are we have 33.7K taps. We have 340 shares, 4 people in the room. Our league is a D1 in the top 10%. We have been live 2 hours and 4 minutes. We have had 114 viewers, 5 new followers, 9 gifters. This live has made a total of $17.38. That is what you call full transparency. Oh, Meg, thank you for sending 7 roses. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So, yeah, I think the only thing left to do at this point is to play our exit song and agree to come back at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we will continue Talking Out Tuesday and talking about the importance of repairing connections, relationships, friendships, instead of just treating people as discardable, and having boundaries and knowing when it's time, actually is time to let go and move on, versus quick knee-jerk reactions. You made me mad and now you're unalive to me. So I think these are important conversations for us to be having. And if you do not want to stick around for the song, live your wild and wonderful life because you deserve it. And I will see you again at 4 p.m.